Greetings, people. Neil Todd again, back to you for another sound demo by request. And this time it's Yamaki, not Yamaha, Yamaki Grand Concert Guitar, classical guitar, number GC for Grand Concert 30. 30 was 30,000 yen back in the early 1970s. It's just, it was a lot of money, nearly 5 months' wage, something like that, for people on a minimum wage, okay? Before I forget, I'm just looking at it now as I'm talking to you. The fretboard here is thicker, and notice how it goes all the way up here, and it continues past the nut there. Yeah, so it's one single piece from here all the way here. Now, other guitars don't have that, don't have the extra bit here. This extra bit, which is also part of the fretboard here, ebony fretboard, is to sustain, to support the nut. Because we, as professional guitarists, we have several nuts for each guitar, depending on the gauge and the type of strings. And the back here, to make sure that the neck doesn't buckle or bend, there's another reinforcement here, strip of good quality rosewood. So the neck is perfectly straight because of the thicker ebony fretboard, which is very strong, very hard to, you don't like it to bend, an extra piece of reinforcement here, okay? And what I like is the extension past the nut at the fretboard there, which help retain the nut and which, so we don't have to glue it to the guitar. Okay, so this is Yamaki GC-30. Okay, some of the specs, something different this time. So solid, beautiful solid cedar top. Some of the cedar top. Yeah. Back is Indian rosewood. Back and sides, beautiful embellishment. Yeah, very fine embellishment. A few tiny scratches, but it doesn't affect the sound. You can just buff it off. There's a few marks here which are under the finish. Yeah, hopefully you can see there. Yeah, see? Black marks due to the fact it's 50 years old. So I sent it out and covered it with a few layers of clear polish, and it's wonderful. So these marks add character to the guitar. Okay, the tuners, beautiful, brand new tuners. I put the bone saddle and bone nut here, yeah? And the action, just make sure it looks good. That's right, the action is 3.25 millimeters on the 6th string, and on the first string is 2.9 millimeters, so slightly lower than the standard guitar, which is much easier to play. And the nut here has been tuned perfectly, so it's very easy to press and to play. Okay, so this is this beautiful solid cedar top. Cedar top are generally not as loud as spruce, but we have more sound separation or definition. Yamaki. So Yamaki guitars were made by the Taradara brothers, who started making guitars in 1942. And they started a company called Dion. You probably know or heard of the name Dion, D-A-I-O-N, which in Japanese stands for big. Great. So what we meant by the name of the brand was, it was meant to be big sound. So Dion means big sound, huge sound. And in 1967, so 1967, with the advent of the Beatles, music and guitar became very, very popular, and they so started making classical guitar as well, and steel string guitar, as you know, and other type of guitar, and they rename or they branch off the Dion name. Dion still making Dion guitars, but they also made high quality guitar. They call them Yamaki. Okay, not Yamaha, Yamaki. Yamaki means tree on the hill. Such a beautiful name. Okay, and to compete with the bigger brand like Yamaha, Takamine, you know, that if you had to make better guitars, better quality guitar, so Yamaki was better quality guitar compared to Dion, at a lower price. So if you were to ask a musician from the era which guitar he would choose based on the same price, dollar by dollar price, most of them would go for a Yamaki, because Yamaki was give you better value for money, because for the same amount of money you get a better guitar. Okay, and that's the reason why you can get a grand concert guitar at only 5 months wage instead of 10 months wage. Okay, it's a really grand concert guitar, and it's a wonderful and warm sound you can hear. So it's pleasing sound. See? Not overly bright, very warm, but still you can still get the separation of notes. See? So try the same thing with a warmer tone. Okay, so same thing but brighter. So you can get also the tone out of this one here, this beautiful, wonderful guitar. The harmonics, beautiful, nice and warm. Seven. Fifth. Fourth. Third. Second. And 16th. 19th. low tone. High tone. So that's a Yamaki GC-30 grand concert guitar by Yamaki, okay, by the Teradata brothers, who again started making guitar in 1942 and unfortunately stopped making guitars or any instrument in the mid 1980s because the 80s was the advent, the coming of keyboard and synthesizers and their Commodore computer, the Amiga and the Ataris, and everybody started playing keyboard music. So it was a decline on guitars and guitar skills and all that. So they decided not to make guitars or instruments anymore, but instead making accessories. Sad, because they make wonderful guitars, but hey, it's business. Sometimes you have to do whatever it takes to stay afloat and to pay bills. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the session, the demo, the sound demo of this wonderful guitar. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.